How you like me now?
Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Dose of Dysfunction. I am your life coach, and with me is the resident redneck.
Howdy, y'all.
All right, Brock. Well, it's been quite a day. How are you today?
I'm good.
I'm good.
Good. You?
Up and running, recording. Uh,
Taco shirt.
yeah, taco shirt. I'm doing all right. It's been a long week. I'd say this has been a shittier week than normal, but that's okay.
I would agree. I would very much agree. I've already spent 5 hours in the hospital, and the kid's not even on. Like, that's not even the whole thing.
Oh,
It's
Jesus
just
Christ.
child fucking temperatures and bullshit. So
Yeah, it's so hard anymore. Once upon a time, they would have fed you just about anything, and like when you go in, they'd just be like, "Pump them full of drugs."
Oh yeah.
And now they're like, "We can't treat you."
We can't touch anything. You have to sit in a fucking lobby for 3 hours. You have to fucking no, it sucks. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you right now, at 2 o'clock in the morning, when they're like, "Okay, she's cleared. You're good to go home." I'm like, "Get me the fuck out of here. Where's the closest entrance or exit?
Yeah.
I'm out."
No,
Fuck
you're
this."
ready to go. I get that. No, the last time I went to the ER for the cat hand, right? That
Well,
I was
the cat hand. Is that what we're calling it?
sure. That's what I'm going to call it. That's the easiest way to describe it. I'm just
The
going to go
pussy mitten.
pussy mittens. My pussy mitten got swollen. Swelled up.
Oh my god! You grabbed it by the pussy.
Yeah, and it bit back. They didn't tell you
Didn't-
about that when they
didn't
said
have
grab
much
him by the
control.
pussy.
Didn't have much control of the fucking business into that pussy.
No, that little motherfucker fucked me up. All I wanted though was like, dude, just give me antibiotics and let me go the fuck home. I don't
Yeah,
want to
no,
be
and they
here.
gotta make you wait for 4 fucking hours, and oh, it was a nightmare.
It's like, that's okay.
Ultimately, when we were talking about this for just a minute here prior to the show, we can literally come up with medical miracles and shit, but we can't fucking snub a fucking virus. And that's their first go-to. I don't know if you've noticed this, but every time you go to the fucking doctor and you're sick, right? You could have full-blown fucking cancer. First fucking thing that guy's gonna tell you, it's probably just a virus. No big deal.
Oh yeah. No.
Every fucking time. It's like, you motherfuckers.
I don't know.
It's the equivalent of, well, fries are just as good as onion rings. Just eat the fucking fries. No, bitch, I ordered onion rings.
Right. Well, I've had that too where normally when I go in anymore, it's or not even half. It's like self-diagnosed. Because typically, if I go to the doctor, it's probably for a sinus infection, and I basically walk in and be like, "Look, I've been dealing with this shit for 2 weeks. Just give me the drugs and let me go." And they're like,
Yeah.
"You've done your time. It's okay. Here you go."
Yeah. See, and it drives me nuts. I mean, to put the perspective in place here, we took a fucking 4-year-old, my child, to the hospital at fucking 10:30 at night, with 104.5 degree temperature. Now, obviously, when we got there, it was a little bit less than what we read it at home. And we do the ear thermometer, so it's a little bit more accurate than like under the tongue or whatever.
Oh, is that one more accurate? I don't know which one's the
Yeah,
accurate one now.
because as soon as you drink something or you inhale, you actually drop the temperature in your mouth.
Well, I guess that makes sense.
So it 1 degree is a big deal. Well,
I know, but they got like the foreheady swipe thing, and
Yeah.
got, like
no, we do the ear. We have the ear one. That's the most accurate that you can get without having to rectal thermometer the child, right? Which we end up doing when we get there, and we're going back up in temp.
oh Jesus.
And so we go out, sit down in the lobby after we're checked in, and they go through and do that. And oh my God, she's at 102, whatever, blah blah
Right.
blah, and it's climbing again. Great. We go sit down. Hour and a half before we made it to an actual room. Then they quick swabbed her at fucking 12:30,
Right.
for strep and COVID.
Right.
I lived 5 minutes from the hospital, and it was 2:30 when we got home.
Oh Jesus.
I was like fucking done.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
And I
blame
get that it's not, obviously it's not the people, it's not the staff, it's not whatever, and I get that there's other issues and whatever. But Jesus fucking Christ, how much longer are we going to stand for this fucking excuse of, oh, it's a virus, take some Tylenol, life will be great in a week and a half. She's fucking 4. The wife's 38 weeks pregnant. You don't think maybe we could speed this fucking situation up a little here? We're bringing a fucking newborn into this world on the first, bitch. That 4-year-old gets the newborn sick, we have fucking problems, okay?
Oh yeah.
No, it doesn't matter.
No, it's just a new day and age. I don't even know what to say to most of
Jesus
it.
Christ, have you seen the nurses too? Or anybody in the hospital that works there?
No.
Double fucking mask.
Oh yeah,
Are
I've
you
seen
fucking
some of
kidding
that.
me? Let's put a filter on your filter on your filter. Because you already have built-in filters. Here's
Right.
2 more of them motherfuckers.
But if there's requirements, I mean, what do you do?
Jesus
It's
fuck.
what your job
Well, I
is.
know, it's a control thing. We got to control everything. Let's control it all. Here, fuck these people. Make them wear all this shit. I'm like, dude, I don't. Well, because it doesn't make any sense. Because then you send in the patients, right?
Right.
You think they're wearing more than one mask? Fuck no, they're not. Half of them don't even wear the first mask. So what the fuck is the point in choking our goddamn nurses out? You don't have enough of them as it is.
Maybe they find pleasure in it.
Find something.
I like it when you choke me. Can
Yeah.
I work OT? I'm really enjoying this.
Right. I want to work some OT. I love my double mask. Makes it hard to breathe and it turns me on.
I'm a masochist.
I'm a Mexican. Oh man. No, and the best part was like when we went in, like all the staff, and again, you've met my little girl. She's super adorable, and
Oh yeah,
everybody loves her.
right.
Okay?
She's a bundle of energy, but like she's positive energy.
Oh yeah, all the time. So it was funny to me because we go in and everybody, gravitates towards her and everything, and she's radiating some fucking heat.
Oh yeah,
And but she's cold, and I'm like, well, that's the first sign that shit's not right.
Yeah.
And so we've got her wrapped
you
up
touch
in a
her,
blanket.
she's on fire, and she's like, "No, I'm shivering," and you're like,
exactly. And so we've got her wrapped up in a blanket, but at the same time, we're trying to like leave the blanket, move the blanket open so that she's cooling down a little bit. She's not just gaining heat,
right?
And all this.
Yeah. But it's
But we don't
hard
wanna
because
shock her either.
you're like, you want to wrap her up because she says she's cold, even
Right.
though,
Right. And like I said, everybody in the hospital was super nice and did what they could, but
Yeah.
it blows my mind that it took from 12:30 to fucking 2:25
to like get it figured out
to
or not
run
even get
a
it.
fucking COVID test and a strep test. They both take all of 15 minutes apart. So even if you started one right after the motherfucking other, we should have been there a total of a half fucking hour. Give or take 5-10 minutes for translation and communication, right?
Right.
No big fucking deal. 2.5 motherfucking hours later, are you shitting me? I guess I'm wrong. I'm wrong. Hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes, something like that, to get 2 fucking 15-minute tests back. Are you shitting me?
But so the argument would be you have your 2 15-minute tests, but how many other 15-minute tests?
Yeah, I
out
understand that. I mean, when we went in, there was some guy sitting over there bleeding out of his face. I'm like, oh, that sucks. And then there was the kid who looked like the fucking lobster boy because he was so sunburnt that he couldn't fucking move. Like, he was sunburnt to the point of, aloe vera is not gonna, or aloe vera or whatever the fuck it is, aloe isn't gonna fucking handle this.
Yeah.
Like, he looked like a strawberry ready for the picking, And I was like, oh my
slather
God.
him in butter and put him back on the spit.
Right? Jesus, let's put another one on the bobby, And then there was the elderly woman who was in the wheelchair. I don't know what was going on there. The guy who had broke his neck. The guy who fell off of the one-wheeled scooter and broke his forearm or his wrist and it hit his head on the concrete. Oh my God. That one was good. I was like, how the fuck? And he was older, right? He looked like an older. Have you ever seen Donnie Baker?
Oh, Yeah, I know.
You know who I'm talking about?
I do.
He looked like an older version of Donnie Baker.
That's funny.
He had no business being on a one-wheeled fucking scooter.
Well, yeah, most of these people don't have any business being on them, but yet here we are.
I know, right?
On them and fucking everything up.
Right.
So,
but no, that's how my last night went. Other than that, work has sucked all fucking week because it's just a fucking overwhelming nightmare every fucking day you come in.
Yeah. Oh, believe me, I live it.
I feel like here's the other thing too. I feel like the phone rings so much more now that it almost feels like a bad dream where the alarm clock keeps going off and you reach over and smack it and then it snoozes and you fall back asleep and then it fucking rings 3 seconds later and you smack it, you know? I'm like, fuck.
That's how I have my alarm set already. It goes off like every 5 minutes.
Yeah, mine too, because I can't wake up for shit.
Yeah, no, neither can I. My wife was like, she's like, look.
Oh yeah, my wife doesn't like it either.
Yeah, she's like, you've got to either set your alarm different or get up. And I was like, she's like, you let that thing go off for an hour, it eventually wakes me up. Like, all right, fair, I suppose. Then I let it go off for an hour again.
Yeah.
But well, I'm
right there with you. I do the same shit. The wife was like, you need to fucking change this. And I was like, you need to just watch your damn self.
Well, see, I blame it on her. She won't take responsibility, but early on in our relationship, I'm totally placing all blame on her. So when
she allowed it to happen.
She started it. So when growing up, when I used an alarm clock, and when we were first dating, when I was first on my own and everything, my deal with the alarm clock was this: when it went off, you got up, like the alarm lived on the other side of the room.
Oh, Jesus.
Yep. Alarm goes off. You get up, you shut the alarm off, and you go to the bathroom. Like, there's no laying back down. There's no hitting snooze. That doesn't exist. You get up, shut your alarm off, and you go.
Right.
100%. And it is. It's like a shock to the system. But
Jesus.
You like take off like a shock because you almost feel like you're behind. Like, you know.
Oh, yeah. You feel like you forgot to go when they said go.
Right. It's almost like the next morning when you, after drinking really heavily, and you get up and you take those first few steps and you go, oh, fuck, I'm still drunk.
Shit.
Yeah. Uh-oh. This is about to be really bad.
I'm still drunk.
Look, we've all been there.
I feel when I head to work every morning.
Right?
But fuck, I'm still hammered.
But she was like, she started the, no, just snooze. That's what snooze is for and stuff like that. I never did that until it was her. Well, she's not the one that has to get up early and go to work.
Right.
You know, she can kind of allow herself to get up on her own, which, okay, that's great. I don't have that luxury because I'm not naturally going to get my ass out of bed at like 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
Just not going to happen.
Right.
I'm not that old yet.
Well, so this is what's funny about all of that. Like last night, we're up till 2:30 in the morning. I'm fucking dog ass tired. I went over to the farm. We restacked hay bales. Or restacked all of the hay that had fallen over, right? And then we went out, worked on the baler, and fucking baled. And I get home to this, and it's like, we got to go to the yard. Fuck, okay. Away we go. So I missed dinner, first off.
No bueno. Which I know you had to, but no bueno.
Yeah. No, so I missed dinner. We get her to the yard. We're there till 2:30 in the morning. We get home. Takes another half hour it took her 5 minutes to pass out. So then I had to move her from our bed to her bed, and you know, the whole fucking show. All to be awake at fucking 8:15 this morning.
So you could go back to the farm and do more labor?
No, fucking brain clicked on and was like, "Hey, bitch, wake up!"
Oh,
yeah, oh yeah.
I'm sorry.
So you know when I'm late to work, but I'm never late. Like, I'm never, like, super late. It's because my brain clicks on about 8:15 and goes, "Hey, stupid, you need to go."
That's funny.
So, you know, I have that weird brain alarm clock that's like, okay, we fucked up. This is too late.
Yeah, I have the you're late alarm clock. The one that when I accidentally hit dismiss to the alarm that wakes me up at, mine actually goes off about 6:45.
Yeah.
It was when I have the, oh, you should be awake. I do. Have you ever had? I don't know if this happens to you, but I've had a couple times. But I had one Sunday. It was like,
oh, you thought you were supposed to be at work?
yeah. So day off. I
You woke
wake up
late.
6:45 and I'm like, fuck, I'm behind, and I get up and I start doing shit, and I get all the animals fed, and I go to make breakfast, and I go, wait a second, it's Sunday.
It's fucking Sunday.
God
God damn it.
Yeah, I could have slept. I didn't have to get up. Oh man, I was pissed. Oh, Jessica joined, by the way.
Yeah, I was gonna have to say the forgotten one. I do have to agree with you. It is all about money.
So, shout
It
out
looks
to
like
Jessica.
Carly just jumped in too.
And that's a badass new tattoo you got. On Instagram, she posted a picture of a new
I was
tattoo
like,
she
wait
got.
a minute, what just happened here?
She's like, how do you know she has a tattoo?
Where do we subscribe to this? I don't want the fuck.
OnlyFans for your tattoos, Jessica. Just saying, you can make money. I
There
don't know
you
what
go.
tattoos you got, but you throw it out there.
In the right places, you could make buku dollars.
Yeah, no shit, right? With the right tattoos. Oh,
Holla.
she said thank you, but I was just like, no, she did.
So what is it? I don't get
It's I'm gonna fuck this up. I already know it, but
how would the fuck this up? I'm
It's
gonna tell you quit right now, boy.
it's a bird. Is it a crow?
Is it a crow?
It's a bird, a black
Okay.
bird, wings up, stuff like that. And
Probably a raven. Nobody likes crows.
oh yeah, that's true.
Ravens are way cooler than crows. They're
Yeah,
bigger and
did I
fucking
just
easier.
did I not just tell you I was gonna fuck
No, I know,
this up?
but I'm helping you out.
Yeah,
Here.
no,
It's
you're-
probably a raven.
You're not, because by you
I
not
am.
agreeing with me, you're pointing out that I'm absolutely wrong.
Hey, so
in
you
my-
half butchered this. Let me help you here.
Yeah. It's an Oompa Loompa, is what she said. It is not an Oompa Loompa,
It's a Oompa Loompa.
but fair enough.
I thought about getting an Oompa Loompa tattooed, like on my ass cheek or something, just for shits and giggles.
Ooh, you know what actually would be great? Get an Oompa Loompa tattooed on each ass cheek if you could twerk, right? And
Oh
get
my god!
the
Oompa,
yeah,
Loompa,
get the
Loompa-dee, doo.
get
That
your
would be hilarious. Have jumping midgets on your butt cheeks or jumping Oompa Loompas on your ass cheeks.
yeah. I was gonna say, but anyway, no.
Oh,
It.
fuck, that would be good.
I'm gonna go with. I guess it's a raven. Yes, it's a black bird, wings up, and everything, and it looks pretty good. So I was pretty impressed.
Nice.
So,
I think I'm gonna get all my arms fixed first. By the way.
oh yeah,
Yeah, I put the dose of dysfunction smiley face on my right arm, and I was
Okay.
like, you know what? Fuck it. This just needs to get done. I just need to bite the bullet, sell a vehicle, and fucking
just
fix all the shit.
fix it.
So
I need to start somewhere, but it's just not gonna
I
happen.
can't wait till I start going bald like my old man, and I have the cul-de-sac. I'm gonna get the little guy, the little man pushing a lawnmower on the hairline
You know, that's pretty awesome, especially because you do wear a hat.
every fucking day.
So
the only people who would really see it would be my true friends, right?
Right.
Because I pull my hat off and it's my
yeah,
hair,
you'd show
it's
people.
swimming
It'd
or
be a
whatever.
great joke, and it'd be a great bar thing, right?
Oh, fuck,
you know,
yeah, it would be hilarious, and nobody would ever see it. I mean, my wife would probably see it, and be like, "What the fuck was wrong?" With
you would get the well, but she's not taller than you, so think of it this way. So it's not like she would have to see it all the time. She would have to go looking for it.
Yeah, that's true. She probably had to climb up and stand on the couch or the bed. By the way, Carly says today is the first day for her without a fever.
Ooh,
So,
did she get the vid?
good job, Carly. And if it makes you feel any better, we just got done talking about how I spent all of last night till 2:30 in the morning at the hospital with the little one. So you're not the only one dealing with bullshit. It's going around, I'm telling you, even though you're a whole fucking 2 or 3 states
No,
over.
I just think we're like in a wave though of people being sick. I'm not even gonna make this COVID. I just know at
it's
work
the time
alone.
of year, man. It
Just-
always is.
Well, and not only that, you noticed this last week, at least around here in Idaho. So I don't know about other places, but
Oh,
at
dude, we
least
got
around
hit
here,
hard with the sickness.
we did. But the weather changed. We went from that off, cool, warm to
know, dude.
hot.
That like right, normal, nice kind
Yeah.
of like, oh, it's a little warm, but it's not too bad. To holy fuck, I think I'm standing on the devil's dick.
Yeah, but that's
It's
what
hotter than a motherfucker. in
I
here.
know. For me, it's when we get drastic weather changes. That's what seems to spark a lot of. I don't care
Yeah.
which way it goes, but
I-
it seems like when you
I
get
think it's that like usage of like you exert a bunch of energy because the weather's getting nice, right? But what you didn't realize is can't handle it. And so your body's getting sick because, well, first off, a lot more people go outside, right?
Yeah, but
All the air conditioners are kicking on. So what's happening? You're fucking flushing all the shit that's been in your fucking air conditioning ducts and stuff for the last 2-3 months.
Oh yeah.
You're just flushing it right into the house. And everybody who's sitting inside like, oh my God, it's fucking hot out there. And they're standing right in front of the fucking AC, right? Shirt off, nipples are hard. And they're like, oh, it feels so good.
Draw it on the glass.
And then next thing you know, they're sick as shit because they're breathing in all the shit that they didn't clean out of their AC unit.
Maybe that could.
I think that's the biggest portion of it.
Yeah.
Or a lot more people are starting to fall asleep at night with AC units and shit on, and so the temperature in the house is dropping, and they're going through a large fluctuation in temperature. You know, in that whole it was 91 degrees Thursday, but that night we got it clear. You know, it came down 20 degrees, but in the house we dropped it 40. You know, and it just cold as shit, and people get sick when it starts to get cold. So you go from hot to cold, and you get sick.
Well, right. You also get more and more people working outside in the yard, kicking up more dust and stuff like that. The pollen. I get all of that.
Yeah, because heaven forbid a fucking bush gets taller than 4 fucking feet too close to the goddamn corner. Stupid fucking piece of shit code enforcement motherfucker.
You know, I think it's just you.
One fucking bush. We have one fucking bush. And on every other fucking corner of this goddamn intersection, there's a motherfucking 60-year-old tree. I have one bush that's no more than 3 fucking feet tall because we have to trim the fucker. It looks like a fucking bunch of sticks standing there. I'm like, just yard the bitch out. Fuck this.
You should keep your bush trimmed.
Well, so here's what's fucked, right? Across the street,
right,
there's a road sign, and it says Franklin in Garden, and then 10 feet prior to that, there's a fucking stop sign. Right. In front of that stop sign is an overgrown fucking tree. You can't see the stop sign until you're 5 feet from the stop sign.
Right.
Then it's, oh shit, we have to stop here.
Right.
There's a fender bender there almost every fucking week.
Oh yeah.
The guy who turns us in for the 3-foot tall bush
is that guy
owns that fucking tree.
Oh, that's why he turns you in.
Oh yeah. No, he turns me in. Well, he turns me in because he's a piece of shit, and he's my uncle, and he's a fucking family-hating, money-grabbing fucking piece of trash. But family nonetheless. I shit in his yard the other day. It was awesome. Middle of the night, went up there, fucking dump right on his, like, half on his sidewalk, half in his yard, so he knew it wasn't the dog. I mean, it was healthy too. Oh fucking A. But he literally fucking called us in because our bush was over 3 feet tall and it's within 40 feet of the corner. But the motherfucker, the code enforcement piece of shit, came out here and, oh, yep, I guess it is taller than 3 feet. Got his little tape measure out. He said, yeah? How would you go over there and look at the fucking stop sign, bitch? He was like, well, you're kind of aggressive.
Well, see, that's where
you. I'd have come out there, stick my foot in your ass, bust the motherfucker off, walk you across the street, show you the fucking stop sign, bust my other foot off in your ass, and walk the fuck away from your toe fungus shitting ass. I was so fucking mad. I hate it. It's stupid. It's fucking stupid.
But this is why, this exact reaction is why he won't help you.
Oh, fuck. I'll burn that fucking tree down. See that? Perfect shot. I'm gonna burn the fucking tree down. We're gonna calm down right now. Redneck ASMR.
Fuck. My God.
Oh, I got funny. The tinglies.
I got the tinglies.
No, I feel like, here's my thing. I feel like if you can't control your own shit, you shouldn't be able to turn me in for mine, right?
No, that's fair.
And if that's the case and you turn me in and you can't control your shit, I should have free reign to trim your shit.
Wow.
Here's the other thing. The same guy owns the tree that is currently shitting all over my square body. I want to take a fucking pole saw and chop half of that motherfucker tree down because it hangs over my garage even.
You can.
I know I can. Question is, what's he going to fucking turn me in for next? And I don't know. I don't know enough of them to be like, all right, bitches, and chop his fucking tree down. Because if I do, the whole fucking thing will fall over the other way.
That'll be awesome.
Oh, it'll be fucking amazing. Because the renter who rents from him in that duplex is the piece of shit. So it would be fucking amazing. I would love it. By the way, did I tell you I kicked this fucking trash can into his yard the other day? So in the state of Idaho, or at least in Ada County, you can't put. You're right. I probably won't do it, but I should. You can't put your trash cans on the public sidewalk.
Right.
You either put them in the gutter on trash day, or they have to go back to your facility, whether it be your house or business or whatever, throughout the week. Right.
Yeah.
It's just a city ordinance.
Right. Mine sit in front of my garage.
Right. Ours sit along the fence line, and when it's time, we move them all out.
Yeah. There
There is no sidewalk between the corner and the neighbor's house, right?
Right.
So the whole one side of our house has no sidewalk on it. Technically, I can do whatever the fuck I want with that because it's grandfathered in property.
Right.
He cannot. His bitch ass has a fucking 4-foot sidewalk right there. Where's his fucking trash can sit? On the motherfucking sidewalk. What do I do every time I see it? Sitting on the sidewalk? I donkey kicked that motherfucker into his yard. The other day, he had a whole bunch of shit in there. It was heavy. I had to donkey kick it twice.
Jesus Christ.
But it did, man. That bitch went wee into his yard and fucking shit everywhere. And he came outside, got fucking mad. I said, what are you talking about, bitch? It's a city ordinance. You can't leave your fucking trash cans on the sidewalk. It's a walking space for passerbys. You keep your shit in your fucking yard. And he was like, God, that fuck. This neighborhood used to have value till your fucking hillbilly asked me that. I said, yeah, like your fucking raper van sitting in your driveway doesn't drop the value on everybody's fucking house around here.
Hey, Brock, can I tell you why code enforcement didn't help you?
Because I threatened to beat his ass if he didn't get off my yard.
Maybe. Possibly.
And then I fired the chainsaw up to go trim the fucking bush he was bitching about. Yeah, he was a little scared when I come walking out of the garage with my fucking tree saw, which is this goddamn long. He was like, the look on his face was like, that's overkill, but I'm gonna hide in my Prius.
That's horrible. It's kind of funny though at the same time. Are you getting comments?
Yes, I am. They're talking about how fucking nuts I am.
Yeah.
About encouraging me to
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Shit.
I'll record it. Don't worry.
Well, see, that's the thing is, I get so excited about all this shit because it really pisses me off is the fact that we're going to be this shitty of humans that we can't control the fact that our tree's overgrown onto my property 40 fucking feet, or the fact that you can't see the stop sign. But the 3-foot tall bush that nobody has any problem seeing around or fucking over, the second it's 3 foot 1 inch, we're gonna call us in. Are you fucking kidding me?
Well, but that goes back to the those who bitch longest and loudest tend to end up getting what they want because code enforcement knows he can come deal with you and you're gonna be an asshole right there in the moment, but then it's over.
Yeah.
Your uncle's probably gonna call and call and call and write and call to the point where it's like, I'll go deal with the asshole for 5 minutes because he's just going to yell at me, possibly threaten me with a chainsaw, but probably not going to...
Possibly threaten me with a chainsaw. I don't know that anybody was ever like, yeah, fuck it, we'll go on this call. He might have a chainsaw. I don't...
I would probably... Yeah. You know what?
So here's how they do how they do it now. They drive by.
Yeah.
And they take pictures as they go by. Almost like the Google card. They'll pull up to the bush, take the photo, and then drive away. And I'm going to guess they measure it off of something on the house from like the same spot on the Prius window or something.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. They won't even stop. I'm like, you motherfuckers.
No, not me. I would come. I would be like, nah, I'm going. And they'd be like, why? It'd be like, well, I'm in code enforcement, so that's a pretty shitty job to begin with. So if he does get me with the chainsaw...
Charlie's talking to Jason, by the way.
To Jason.
Teely.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they're going back and forth in the comments.
And
yes, you are partially the reason I'm fucking nuts.
But I would go deal with you and be like, well, you know, that's ultimately easier to
There's a
deal
difference
with.
between you and the rest of code enforcement, though. When I walk outside, I'm like, "What are you doing?" And he goes, "Oh, I'm measuring your bush because you're illegal. So I'm gonna fucking write you a citation and I'm gonna put it on your door." Okay. Have you looked at the other fucking three corners of this intersection? Like literally how the conversation started out.
Yeah.
Right? You know me. I give everybody the benefit of the doubt. I
For about
literally
10
said to him,
seconds.
"Oh yeah," I literally said to him, "Have you looked at the other three corners of this intersection?" And he said, "No, I didn't get calls on those." And I was like, "Okay, can I file a report right now?" And he's like, "Well, technically you have to fill out the paperwork." I said, "So what, I got to email what?"
Yeah.
He goes, "No, you got to call down to code enforcement and then we'll bring you the paperwork." I said, "Okay." I said, "So I have to call you for you to hand me a piece of paper that's in your car?" He goes, "Yes." So what's your number? He's like, I don't give that out. And I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "So you can't give me code enforcement's number?" He goes, "Oh, I can give you code enforcement's number. It's on the side of the car." I looked over. It's the fucking generic phone number, right?
Oh yeah, 100%.
So you got to go through the phone tree. And I'm like, "Okay." So while he's standing in the yard, I go through the phone tree, and he gets a phone call. And I just slightly moved my phone down, and I went, "I'm going to bet that's your boss. I want my paperwork." He looked at me, and he was like, "I can see that. So I've done the process. Right here, you know." I hold my phone up and shit, and he's like, "Okay, great." And he answers his phone and talks to, I'm going to guess, his boss for a few minutes. And he goes, "Oh, well, it looks like I'm out of that form." I dialed up the number again. And I got on the phone with him and I said, "Here's the deal. Your guy here standing here with his fancy car and shit measuring bushes in my front yard trespassing." And they said, "He just says he doesn't have no paperwork for me to fill out. So can you send me somebody who does?" And they're like, "Oh, he should have paper. He should be able to print it off right there in the car." I'm like, "Uh-huh. Would you like to tell him that? Or would you like to, I mean, how much, what are we going to, what do we
You
got
want
here?"
me to hand him
Yeah.
my phone so you can tell him
Exactly.
that?
I was like, "What do we have to do? Like, this is, you know," and she's like, "No, we'll call him again. Hold on a second." So they call him again. He answers the phone. And I was like, the look on his face was like, "I'm not fucking answering this."
Right.
And I was like, "You better answer that."
Yeah. You have to play this game,
Yeah.
bitch.
Yeah, you are the reason why we are doing this right now. If you could have just gave me the paperwork, it would have been fine.
Yeah.
I could have filled it out. And then you, while you're here, could have not wasted any more of my tax money and drove the fuck across the street and took a look at everything. Instead, you want to fuck around. Guess what? You're going to find out. This is where we're at here. He answers the phone. They give it, they chew his ass for a minute, I'm sure. He prints out the piece of paper for me. I fucking filled that bitch out as fast as I could. I mean, there was smoke coming off of that pen. That bitch went from a ball point to a flat point real fucking quick. Okay? I hand him the fucking paperwork. You know what he does with it? Throws it in the back seat. I'm like, "Okay, cool. Now we get to spend more money when you come back out here next fucking week to investigate it."
What the fuck is that? You can throw that shit in the back seat.
So I turned and looked at the car. Fucking dialed the number again. He's like, "Are you serious?" I said, "You can either fucking deal with it or I can call your boss and tell him that you won't." And then I went to the garage and I got my fucking chainsaw. While I was in the garage, I decided that maybe I need to put my coveralls on. My coveralls are cut off at the shoulders. So they're sleeveless coveralls. I fired that fucking thing up. I took my fucking hat off, set it on the fucking toolbox, grabbed my rickety ass scarecrow fucking hat, put it on, and I took a shoe off and I walked outside. Nobody wants to fuck with the crazy guy who has a chainsaw and no shoe.
The only thing you were missing.
I didn't do nothing to him. I didn't attack him, nothing. Other than I call his boss 4 times.
The only thing you were missing in all of that was like
Jason mask.
Yes, like the hockey mask, or it's too bad you don't have like a Texas Chainsaw Massacre mask, something to that effect. Anyway,
we have to move alive for a second.
Why?
Apparently, Carly has a surprise for us. I don't know. I can't.
I don't know.
It's not.
Well, I can't see shit.
Oh,
Oh, don't hurt yourself.
there we are.
Breaking necks.
Oh, what's up?
What was
She just
that?
gave us a gift. That was awesome.
What?
Yeah,
Have we ever got a gift before?
I think so. I think she's.
Oh,
Oh no way!
that's badass.
Now you're just. Now you're no. Stop it. Oh yeah, I like the little dinosaur thing.
That's pretty badass. How many people do you have in the live?
I think I have 3.
Huh.
I have 3 of them in there.
Nice.
So
I wasn't paying attention, unfortunately, to Twitch, but somebody actually said hi to us in Twitch, and I think I was too late to the game. So,
oh well.
I mean, I don't know that TikTok viewers really care to see me anyway because they see enough of my TikToks.
Right.
Although the last one was badass.
We appreciate everything you do, Carly. That was awesome. Thank you.
We have a couple pretty loyal fans that are badass about supporting us. So
Absolutely. We may not have a big crowd, but I can tell you we have a handful of quarters.
Oh yeah.
Not a whole pocket full of pennies.
I'll take that every day of the week.
Right?
So
but no, dude, it literally pisses me off that we have stooped down to being such shit bag of humans that we literally call fucking code enforcement for one bush. When everything else is a violation, but because nobody turned it in, don't matter. Fucking pisses me off.
oh yeah.
It's like, don't fucking come out here and write me a citation for a fucking 3-foot tall bush when you know the guy across the street has a fucking tree blocking the stop sign. You can't see past the bush in the other fucking apartment complex corner street. You know, it's like, fuck off, man.
In my head, I'm turning all of this sexual, by the way.
Oh boy.
You got
Y'all motherfuckers need to trim your bushes.
Yeah, but no, see, you got violated for your bush.
I did. I got violated for my unruly bush.
And his tree's too big.
Oh yeah. Oh, fucking Bertha over there.
Maybe that's why he needed you to trim the bush to see if the tree would fit.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go fucking throw a match in fucking tree. Fuck tree.
You just need to bring Eric along for that. He'll light it on fire.
I know, right? He'll fucking dumpster fire that bitch.
God, that was fucking.
When you become the reason for the safety meeting.
Yeah.
Oh,
the better
legendary Redbeard.
The better part's the next day when everybody's like, well, what happened? How'd this work and stuff? And they're like, somebody probably threw a cigarette butt in there. And you have to be like,
oh, yeah.
No,
that's not what happened.
It's that moment when you're like, look, you can get out of this by just keeping your mouth shut. Don't come confess stuff to me. And yet, lo and behold, Mr. Casey, I have to tell you something.
I wouldn't have told you a fucking thing. I'd have been like, hey, the dumpster's on fire. And then I would have went in and had nothing to do with it. I'd have been like, do.
The better part is I found out later, he came in and went, but I hope I didn't catch the dumpster on fire as he sat down. And then lo and behold, poof.
On top of that, we had another person who was a fucking accessory without knowledge.
Oh, yeah.
For giving him the utensils to cause the fire.
Then I get the text message, we have a dumpster fire, which in normal work terms could just be like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, we have somebody pissed off at the front counter.
Okay, just another shit show. And then they're like, no, a literal dumpster fire.
Dumpster fire in one of the dumpsters. Like, oh shit!
There's the picture of the smoking dumpster. No, really, we have an actual dumpster fire. It's like, oh fuck.
And you had fucking 3 parts people out there trying to put it out. Then you had fucking service raiders out there helping.
Oh yeah. And it didn't help that
right now. PSA: if you have the fancy little ball that you toss in the fire and it explodes and it puts the fire out, go buy a fire extinguisher because those things fucking blow.
Yeah, they didn't work.
We tried 2 of them, and guess what? We still used 400 gallons of water and 5 fire extinguishers.
Oh yeah.
No. Yeah, that fucking thing didn't work worth a dick.
Luckily, nobody called the fire department.
No, it was in the dumpster. We were cool. Fuck it. At that point, let it all burn. It's contained.
Well, I had to call the fire department once for a coach.
Oh yeah. When they lit those batteries on fire.
Oh yeah. Well, what do you do at that point? I'm like, this could get really bad in a hurry.
This could get bad fast.
Yeah. I mean, people willingly jump in it and back it out of the building. It's like, I get what you're going for, but
yeah, open all the fucking doors and hit it with fire extinguishers. Don't get in the fucking coach, dumbass.
You're basically in a live bomb at that point.
Oh yeah, there's fuel lines and all kinds of shit. Propane lines, fucking all of that. No, dumbass, stay the fuck out of the coach.
Yeah.
The shit people will do to be a hero, though. And not because it's smart or not because they can do it and get away with it. Just because their instinctual thing is like, oh, hurt less people, and they jump in and fucking do whatever, and you're like,
right.
That's great, dumbass. You just fed the fire 300 pounds of fucking sizzling bacon.
Right.
Well, what the fuck were you thinking? You know?
Well, but that's
people
actually
who try to catch things.
Oh yeah.
That are like falling off of shelves and shit at people.
Well, because it's natural reaction.
Yeah, you reach for it and catch it, and it smashes you, and you die because your spinal cord.
And then everybody goes,
"Oh,
people. They were such a hero." No, they were a fucking dumbass. They're not heroes.
Essentially, what happened here is somebody lit something on fire and threw it in the dumpster because it had personal information on it. Well, it said personal information lit a bunch of cardboard on fire inside the dumpster, and we had an actual literal dumpster fire. Normally at work, we call most of our problems dumpster fires. Yeah. It actually would have been great because Casey and I were there to put out said dumpster fire. And if somebody could have got a fucking photo of us standing in front of the dumpster fire, it would have been great because it would have matched our fucking
we would have had an actual one. The only problem being is
there was no beer involved.
Well, the only problem with that being though is I would have never felt good about posting it because then it would have looked like we intentionally set it
the fucking dumpster fire. Yeah. See, I thought about doing that, but with a smoke bomb, just throw a smoke bomb in an empty dumpster. I figured we could. Or I could rig up some like fire. A copper tube and a propane line. You know, we could fucking.
I say we do it more fun and cause an actual dumpster fire somewhere else, and
in somebody else's property.
Yes. Although at the same time, no, because then we're posting the evidence.
I know, right?
It's like, no, it's photoshopped. I just happened to see one.
We've seen the picture online, and we just
photoshopped it. That's believable, though. Maybe
with as many people that do Photoshop now, fuck yeah, it's believable.
That's true. And some are really good at it.
Oh, I know.
I wish I had artistic talent.
I used to. It's too shaky now. I have to be careful holding my beer too long. I might shake it up.
I don't have that problem, but I can't draw for shit. So, I mean, I could probably draw with my shit, but then I would just look like something that
some shit drawn with a pecker.
Yeah, and then they would probably be like, "We need to lock him up."
So that's not okay. And we're gonna put you in the same room with little Johnny because he has issues similar. And you're gonna be like, "No, I don't want to go in there with little Johnny. No,
bad idea. Yeah." No
we can't draw different pictures here, okay? We're drawing the same fucking picture.
Yeah. No, I can't draw for shit.
See, I was never really good at drawing. I was really good at actually like looking at something and being able to put it onto something, but I had to have that kind of like visual aid, right?
Oh,
and there's just some things in the tattoo industry that visual aid is not helpful with, right? And so I was kind of like, well, this isn't working. But American traditional was always easy for me. But if you go past that, I'm like a retard trying to draw a watermelon with crayons.
Oh yeah, no,
doesn't work real well.
I am right there with you. Well, I'm a retard most of the time.
I love how you say that, yet you're like one of the smarter people I know. I'm a retard all the time. I'm like sitting here going, "Oh, great!
What's that make me?
I'm special as fuck." No, I'm telling you right now, man. If it was against the law to chase vehicles because they were shiny, I'd probably be the dog in the pound all the time.
That's funny.
Why'd you chase the truck? Cause it's shiny. I like tiny things.
I like shiny things. Chunk love sloth.
Oh my god. The Goonies.
Oh my god. Or sloth love chunk. Sorry.
Guys. Carly is getting her art stuff back in 2 weeks, and she is excited.
Ooh, I have an "Am I the Asshole?"
Ooh, okay.
Let's try this. I don't know which one this one is, so we're just going for it here.
Okay. We haven't done one of these in a long time.
No, I know. That's kind of why I was.
Going back to our roots.
Am I the asshole for permanently deleting my girlfriend's Instagram?
Ooh.
So my girlfriend,
Oh, here we go. Okay.
24-year-old female, and I, 27-year-old male, have been dating for 5 years now. I don't have any social media, no Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snap, etc. I'm a private guy, and I like keeping my personal life to myself. Fair enough.
Okay.
My girlfriend, on the other hand, is obsessed with Instagram. She has over 800 photos posted on Instagram and is constantly scrolling through Instagram every waking moment she's not working or sleeping. She would rather spend time attention seeking from her 5,000 plus followers and spend some quality time with me.
Fucking 5,000 plus followers, bitch. You're lucky you have a spot in her life.
Yeah. Not only that, she's 24.
Yeah.
Come on. And you hooked up at 19, right? Or she was 19, 5 years.
She would have been 19. He would have been what? 21?
He would have been 22,
right?
So
okay,
that's in the wheelhouse, right?
Because you were still Facebooking and hoeing.
Well, he says he has nothing and he's a private guy.
Anyway. Yeah, they all say that, but I bet you there's a fucking plenty of fish somewhere with his fucking real
probably. So he says, I confronted her a few times about this in the last few years, and she always tells me she'll cut down on her Instagram usage, but she never did.
And then doesn't?
Yeah, that's what everybody says. Yeah.
Oh,
no.
I'll do that.
No. Yeah. All you do is shift it to a different time.
Oh, yeah.
You just find somewhere else to do it.
Oh, you mean I have to do this at work now instead of home? Fuck.
Yeah.
Shit.
Why are you late? It's not because I'm cheating. Yeah, it's not because I'm cheating on you. It's because I won't get off my fucking social media.
How many fucking relationships do you think have ended that way?
Oh, a ton. I bet you more than cheating.
Oh, I bet.
So it says, last week she was using my laptop because her laptop was at the store, and
at the store. What?
At the store.
Ain't bought it yet? I don't know what's the fucking.
Well, I don't know.
Oh, I bet you it was one of the Best Buy deals where you take it in and they try to fix it and then they end up
probably
extra ultra fucking it and then you got to buy a new one.
He said, and I noticed she forgot to log out from her email.
Oh,
I did the forgot password thing and reset her password to log in. I Googled how to delete Instagram and followed the link and deleted the account. She woke up the next morning and started screaming and crying about how I permanently deleted her Instagram instead of deactivating it, and that I betrayed her trust, etc. Well,
okay. All right.
Hold on.
Have we made it there yet?
We haven't made it to the end. So it says, now she won't talk to me because she says she can't recover Instagram and her profile of 10 years is lost forever. I think she's being incredibly childish and throwing a tantrum over some random app. Am I the asshole?
Okay. I believe that if you feel somebody is being childish, you are being childish. All right? First off, if somebody is being childish, there are ways to go around it that don't have to involve an argument. There are some things, and still to this day, I lose my temper on. And I have tried to do my best to make sure that I don't kill anybody. But there are things that I lose my temper on, right? And I would agree that, when you are in a relationship, yeah, maybe you should be dedicated to your relationship. You shouldn't be half in, half out. Now, if that means that social media is what needs to go, okay, talk about it. If she doesn't feel the same way, I'm sorry, man, but get the fuck out. Move on. If that's where her life wants to take her and that's what she wants to do, you need to understand that, realize it, adapt, and overcome. Right? You need to realize that she is not going to have the same values that you have and move the fuck on. Now, did you ruin her life with 10 years of fucking social media by deleting it? No, you probably didn't ruin her fucking life. Is she going to be fucking irritated? Yeah, you stupid fuck. What did you think? All right. When the wife tells me I don't get to go drinking and I go fucking drinking and I come home and I'm hungover the next morning, guess who the fuck's in the middle of the bedroom door waking me up at 6 o'clock in the morning with a pot and a pan? It has, I mean, come on.
She punishes you for the crime.
Right.
Yeah.
But to believe that you are more important than something else in that person's life when you're not is only false hope for yourself. So here's the deal. You deleted her Instagram and ruined her life. And at 24 years old, I don't know how she will ever overcome this.
Right.
But yes, you're the asshole. It's private property. Yes, you clearly untrusted her at a certain point enough to where you fucking went behind her back and deleted her shit. Now, as far as it goes, oh no.
No, keep going.
Am I pissing someone off?
No, you're not pissing anybody off. But
Okay.
Jessica responded, so I'll read her response when you're done.
Okay. So, yes, as far as I'm concerned, you're the asshole. Now, in the whole situation, yes, you are the asshole. At 4 months in, when you realized she was so addicted to fucking to Instagram that she could probably join an AA meeting for it, and you didn't think that was the same
have
for
that
you?
now.
Yeah, I know. I heard about some shit like that.
I mean, I haven't actively researched it, but it's a thing.
It's a thing. But if you are enough of an asshole to change the path of somebody's daily life because you want her to be more focused on you, you self-centered dickhead, go fucking find somebody who's going to have enough daddy issues to praise you like the king you want to be instead of being a fucking king that you should be. Fair enough, you're the fucking asshole.
That's fair.
Even though I don't really give two fucks about social media. They could ban me from all of them. I could give two flying fucks. It's not going to change a fucking thing other than I don't get to watch fun videos on TikTok.
Well, yeah.
Or shop on Facebook.
Right. So Jessica says, dude, definitely the asshole. She can make her own choices. If he doesn't agree with her choices and she refuses to change, then break up. Don't fuck her over.
Right. What? Jessica put it in plain and simples. I went way a little too deep, but that's
I was going to say you were off the reservation, but I felt like that would come off a little racist.
I went off the trailer park.
Yeah, there we go.
Carly agrees with me.
So I agree with you too. I would phrase it a little bit different. So I'll give you a life coach version of this.
Here we go. Let's everybody strap in. Short bus to hell.
Right.
SBS fired up the engines.
Short bus to hell. Yes, he's the asshole. And she is 100% right. He did violate her trust.
Yeah.
You can't do that. I mean, that because if he's willing to do that, then what else is he doing?
Right.
You know, because
what's next? Are you gonna post dick pics on your Facebook?
Yeah. Where's the start and where's the end? And yeah, actually, she may be addicted to it, but how much of, quite seriously, I know for me, how much of your photos and stuff, just from family stuff and that, reside in your social media account?
Yeah. No, I agree.
I mean, so yeah, I'd be pissed. 10 years of like shit I posted. That may be the only place I have the fucking photo.
Right. No, kid photos and dog photos and shit like that. And here he is just, who the fuck do you think you are?
Because you're a little butthurt. I'm not paying enough attention to you. That's the length you're going to do. It's like
self-centered fucking prick.
Well, and that
Like,
goes.
I really want to shoot that fly right now, but it keeps crossing over in front of your face,
And
I'm
if
not
you
gonna
hit
shoot
me
you
with
in
the
the
bug
face.
assault, this is gonna be one wild episode. All anybody's gonna
We're
hear
name
is
this
like,
episode bar fight.
yeah, they're just gonna hear tables going everywhere, shit getting knocked off. But here's where I have probably the bigger problem with all of this, and it goes to. And nowhere in this does it says she broke up with him. It says,
oh, I know.
it just says she won't talk to me. So you're getting this. You did something this shitty because it's shitty.
Yeah, and she
didn't dump you on your ass.
Yeah, I mean, as much as it is to say, yeah, this is kind of immature to be this upset about, right? Social media, right?
Well, I think though
my wife got on my Facebook on my phone because we don't have secrets and we don't have trust problems. My wife got on my Facebook and was like, "Oh, I don't like this person," and deleted them. I mean, like, what the fuck? I'm like, okay, cool, whatever.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
really
not
give a
yours.
shit. It's fucking social media. When it comes down to it, only thing social media really does is give you a 10-second minute or give you time to waste.
Yeah.
It literally burns brain power, energy, and time. To be honest with you, if she was, 5,000 followers, yeah, it's decent, but the things that you put out there on social media that make you who you are, like right now, if somebody was to get in and delete our podcast, I'd fucking castrate them.
Yeah, because
we have put so much time and effort into this that if somebody was to be like, "Oh, well, I don't like it," and they fucking deleted us, I'd be fucking pissed.
Yeah, and we dedicate time to it, but we actually allot the time and we work it around other things in our life. But that to me is more the thing of this is, look, it starts with, hey, maybe I want more of your attention. Is there a way we can maybe even schedule this social media time? If you're looking to be an influencer or whatever, hey, can it be you spend a few hours focused on it at this time, or we allot
hey, can
whatever?
we at least eat dinner, maybe watch a movie together when we're not on the phone? Right?
So
like doing that whole let's set this up so that you can still do your social media and stuff and be all that, and we can still do normal things. Like what I like to do is sit here and eat dinner, or maybe watch a movie, or go out and do a bike ride, whatever. Right. And have that understanding.
Well, that goes back to a balance in the relationship. Hey, I get it. You like to do this. You allot some time. We'll figure this out. But in return, like, I need you to allot some time over here with me.
Yeah, no, I agree. And that's not an unreasonable request. I mean, that it doesn't matter. Like, think about it as a job, right? So say she wants to become an influencer and 10,000 followers and 100,000 followers and 1,000,000 followers, whatever,
I guarantee, same dude, not gonna bitch if she was making a bunch of if money was rolling in.
But here's the deal: if that's what she wants to do, and you obviously can't fit yourself into that type of a scenario,
then you're not meant for a relationship.
Need to move the fuck on.
But now I'm going to take you a little bit further and go, they deserve each other.
Oh, no.
And here's why they deserve each other. Number one, if you're going to be that shitty to a person and they don't leave you on your ass.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Then
I don't know, man.
Then shame on you, but it goes the other way. If you're going to allow a person to be that shitty to you, and you don't leave them on their ass.
Yeah, but maybe we're not, because we're getting his side of the story, right?
Right.
So maybe we're not getting 100% of what's what. Maybe he sees it as, oh, I just got on and deleted her Instagram. But where's the other things that he did?
Well, if he had to
her pictures, did he? Because she says it's a violation of her trust, or their trust, right?
Well, it is.
So did he go through and delete a bunch of pictures? Did he go through and thin out her Facebook? Did he, what more? There's got to be more to it.
Well, here's the more sinister part. He went and changed her password to lock her ass out so he could go in and delete it. As opposed to
that's good enough right there. Lock her out for a day.
Right. If you want to make a point, just lock her out. He freaks out, be like, yeah, it's kind of fucked up, but I need your attention, and this is the only way I felt I could get this
Yeah.
this interaction.
Drastic measures.
Yeah.
Right? But not over the top like
Well,
what he did.
And like she said, I can't reactivate it. He deleted it.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't just disable
Termination.
it. You know? So, yeah, but again, if the worst you're going to do is just not talk to the person, then you kind of deserve each other.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of get that.
Because you're not like...
The communication factor here, and here's the social media fucks communication to the point of no return, right? How many times have you ever heard somebody start a sentence and not finish it because they're looking at their phone?
Oh, a ton.
Right, right? So it immediately hammers communication. I've looked at you a few times, been like, yeah, no, okay, so I can do this? No, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, and it's
normally... you're sitting there like, wait, what happened? Say that again.
Yeah, but normally it's not social media. I'm reading like an email and trying to listen, and then I realize, oh shit, the email's important, and I actually got to focus on it too. Like I have to give it more of my time than I thought I had to give it. Right. And so then you get locked up, and you're like,
we're just friends. We're not in a fucking relationship of any kind, which makes it a whole lot different. Because I have done this to my wife. Been like, hey, so you want rat for dinner? That's great. You're cooking, great. You know. Are you fucking shitting me? Really? This is what this has come down to. I've actually, in our old house, at one point in time, my wife was so addicted to her phone, and she is, but she's not, and we make it work, and it's all, I mean, fuck, now I have to watch everybody on our social medias that I'm addicted to cocksucker too.
Oh yeah.
But at one point,
and normally though, you're not allowed to have each of you be addicted to it. You ever notice that?
Yeah.
As soon as the other one does, the first one's like, you're always on your phone. It's like, really? Yeah. I'm always on my phone.
Yeah. I try not to accuse anybody of that because especially since we've started the podcast, I'm so fucking bad. But at one point in time, when we lived in our old house, I was standing in the kitchen wearing, actually, I think it was these shorts. And she was standing in the living room, and she was so focused on her phone. I pulled my pants down to the floor, and I stood there, and I was like, any kind of attention? And she was like, what? And she stared at her phone, so I started slapping it around. I was like, really?
I can't even get.
Yeah, I was like, you got to be shitting me. But
I am.
And now
throwing it out for the whole world.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm just as bad. She can come at me naked. I'll be stuck here looking at some Facebook bullshit or Twitter or Twitch or what, and I'm just like, God, fuck all these people and shit. And we don't have a whole lot of followers.
No,
I'm like,
it's hard.
I'm struggling to keep up. And I look up and it's like, boobies.
I've actually thought of, or had the conscious thought of like, man, if we ever got enough listeners, we're going to have to pay somebody to manage the social fucking media. I can't do this shit.
Oh, yeah. No, it's ridiculous. Because between what you do on most of the platforms, and the little bit that I have to pay attention to, it's like, oh my God, I can't. Like, I got behind on Facebook, and you had to take it over because I can't keep up with it.
But I only do Facebook like once a week just to get the episodes. I don't have time to go on it.
Yeah.
Twitter, I'm only on it like once or twice.
Oh, I know. I still see people post, and I'm like, Jesus Christ.
No, because
we haven't hit anything on this yet? Oh, and then I'll throw something in,
Yeah, but I don't have. And so Instagram and TikTok, though, I post typically every day and probably twice a day. But really, I post the same thing on each one, right? I just use that post and move it around because you're getting eyeballs, right? But it's still hard. Most of the time, I literally will do one of them when I'm sitting in my car right before I leave to go to work. I'll record one really quick. And the other ones, I'll either do right before I go to bed because especially now we're busy enough in season that when I get home and it's like 7:30,
you're fucking beat.
Well, it's not just that though. The phone goes in the pocket because I know I'm only going to be up for a couple hours, right?
Yeah.
From the time I get home then. And it's like,
get some family time in.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm going to pay attention. Even if all it is we sit down and we start watching a show and eat dinner, right?
Yeah.
But I leave it down. I engage in the show, I'm like, making the point of whether anybody else in the house is. I'm
Right.
just making the point of I'm here.
I'm unplugged and
yes.
I'm here. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Actually, you know what? This is funny to me. We buy these books for the kiddo, right? They're called the ninja books,
Mhm.
right? And there's angry ninja and there's happy ninja and they they have the basic ninjas, right? And then they have like the crazy ones.
Are they like basic bitches?
Well, yeah, they have
dudes?
the basic
Yeah.
bitch emoji ninjas, right? But these books aren't cheap. First off, it's like $50 for fucking 6 of these things, and they come in a pack, right?
Right.
On top of this, they have the regular ninjas: sad ninja, happy ninja, angry ninja, all that. They also have like smelly ninja, and they have money ninja, and they have dishonest ninja, and all this stuff, right? They have masked ninja, and I'm sorry, but if you ever met a fucking ninja, all the movies, you ever seen a ninja without a fucking mask on?
No.
Not when he's in uniform. Fuck no, it has a mask on, right? Okay. Masked ninja is because of COVID-19. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, really? This is what we're going to do? We're going to preach to our children this shit? Like, I get the mask is the mask, right?
Right.
And there are viruses out there, and maybe it protects you, maybe it doesn't. We don't really know. We kind of know, we don't know, right?
We don't know.
There's a whole fucking toss up of shit.
It
If you ever fucking believe the CDC, just fucking shoot yourself now. I don't want to deal with you. Because you're blindly following some bullshit at this point. Now, if we're going to preach this to our children, we should probably fall in line with it, right?
Right.
So I don't believe in this book. Now, I'm not saying that my views are the way it works, like, right? Because that's not how I'm not pushing my views on you. I don't believe in it. I pulled the book out. We don't read that book anymore. Okay? Because it literally states in this book, and I will go get it and read it to you. It states in this book that you should only believe the medical advice of the CDC and some other, I can't remember what the other organization is. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, it's probably the World Health Organization.
Yes, that's exactly who it is.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, yeah.
Life coach ASMR.
Oh, Jesus.
Had to steal it once.
Yeah, well, it is a monster, so that makes sense. But, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? This is what we're pushing on our children, right? Like, why not give them a brain and let them develop their brain and have their own fucking thoughts, right? Why should we... Here we go. I'm going to do it. LGBTQ plus community, right?
Okay.
Let's get beer and something or another, tacos and quesadillas, right? I don't give a fuck. You can be who the fuck you want to be, right?
Right.
Do not fucking tell my child that they need to be like you.
Well, no, you shouldn't. I mean, nobody should be preaching anybody needs to necessarily be like anyone.
Right.
It should be what's the word I'm looking for here?
Yeah, go Cubbies. Woo!
No. Accepting of people is one thing. Telling,
yes.
Oh,
yeah.
You need to accept people for who they are, whether they believe what you believe or not. But it doesn't mean you have to fight about it. And you can walk away and go, no, I just don't agree.
Right. No, I agree with that 100%. Here's the thing. Again, I respect that community. They can do whatever the fuck it is they want to do. I don't care. And now, are they monetarily the richest community in the country? Fucking bet your ass they are. But that's not, that's like saying, hey, this library does better than that library because this library has not only books, but they have books on computer. Okay.
Right.
Here's what pisses me off is that they're trying to breed this shit into our children so that our children will become these followers of blind advice. Yeah, they haven't tested it out. They haven't. So at 4 years old, I'm reading this book to a 4-year-old here who now she believes that she has to wear this mask. And I'm like, no, you don't have to wear your fucking mask. This is America. It's a free fucking country. If anybody tells you have to wear a mask, there's this finger in the middle of both hands, and you can use it as long as it's appropriate. Oh yeah, no, she's very good at being appropriate
I'm
with
sure.
her bad gestures. It's not good, but it. But you know, I mean, why should we force this shit on our children? Let them free think.
Well, the argument's
It's
going to
about
be
control.
everything's about control.
It is. That's I know. I 100%.
You know,
agree with
everything's about control one way or the other.
Exactly.
Everything everybody does is trying to, whether it be control a narrative, control a situation, control a person, control.
Oh, no, we fired up Carly. Or I should restate that.
I
fired
say,
up Carly.
don't pin this shit on me. But you could also make the argument the other way and saying, you know, when you say you don't want them to be these controlled, you want them to be these free thinkers, but you can make the argument that exactly what you're saying is a controlled thought process that you've been taught.
Oh, you're just trying to brainwash them into believing against the
But that's
majority.
how you fight every argument. I mean, everybody fights every argument and taking the argument and flipping it the other way and saying, no, you're doing the same thing. You're just doing the same thing.
No, and here's the case of it. When my child is old enough to think for themselves, which I'm sorry, the most of you who think that's 2 fucking years old,
No.
you've hit your fucking head and you're stupid and you should fucking just go eat Cheetos and be a piece of shit. Because children need structure. They need somebody to raise them to a point where they can free think.
They already know that your brain is not fully developed into adulthood, regardless of what you are physically.
Yeah.
Your brain is not fully developed into adulthood until you're
26.
Yeah, that's the one thing. So give or take. But
you have no idea.
Yeah. So mid-20s is about when your brain actually fully develops. So
yeah. No, I can agree.
You're a dumbass until you're about 30, I can tell you that.
He who knows all eventually turns 21.
Right.
Because that's when you start realizing, oh fuck, I didn't even think about this.
Oh no, it goes in about 10-year cycles, because at around 30, where you're at, you're gonna look back at all your shit in the 20s and go, oh man, I was a fucking idiot. And at 40, you'll look back at your 30s and 20s and went, well, I got a little bit better, but I'm still a fucking idiot. And I'm gonna assume because of that thought at 50, you'll look back at your 40s and 30s and went, oh, maybe I got a little better, but I'm still a fucking dumbass.
What I will tell you is the one thing that I have learned coming out of my 20s and headed into my 30s, right, is that my shoes can be filled by a lot of other people.
Yeah.
Right? My shoes aren't specifically fillable by me. Yes, I do it a certain way. However...
She said Jessica said only until 30. I'm 32 and still a dumbass. No, that's what I'm saying is you go in these sections of...
Jessica made me about put fucking beer through my nose.
But that's my point, is you go through these times and you realize you hit a new stage of where you realize how much of your previous self was like, wow. And then you're going to go through another section and you're going to look back and your views and ideals and the things you've come about in life, you'll go, oh, shit. Right. So to use myself as an example, in my early 20s, there's nothing I probably wouldn't do for most people and would have got walked all over and tried to save people who...
Wait a minute, what?
Much worse than that.
Let's hear this. I want to hear this.
Yeah, because you're going to tell me...
Used by a lot of people.
Yeah, well, it was worse. It was worse. Way worse.
I've even sometimes been like, yeah, I'm abusing Casey with this. Fucking, where's this?
Well, and I can explain that, but I can recognize it now.
Yeah.
The difference being is I did so much stuff in my 20s is like, oh, I want to be liked. I try to take care of people. I didn't want to upset people. I didn't want confrontation.
Yeah.
Those things, right?
Okay.
You go through. So I would do all of those things. Or like people who had bad self-inflicted problems, but in my younger... At that point in my life, I was like, oh, but I can help them. I can do this. I can do that. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Those things. Then I got a little bit older.
Right.
So
we're
I get around.
Fixers, Casey.
Yes.
That's how we're fixers. We can't not try to fix.
Right. So I get around 30 though. And that's when through those 10 years.
Yeah.
By the end of those 10 years, I start realizing, no,
No, I
No.
can't fix this.
yes. And I can,
You need to fix
yeah,
this.
and I can tell you through another 10 years, it became even more now where like I would look at 20-year-old me, laugh, and go, in 20 years, you're going to realize what a jackass you are right now.
Right.
And how. And
this is what's funny to me, right? So over the years, we've become pretty good friends, right?
oh, yeah.
So it's funny because at work now, when you're irritated, I can walk up and ask you a question, and I get the same reaction out of you that I watched you give the people who had asked you the question a billion times. And I'm like, okay, so Casey's irritated. And he obviously thinks I should have already figured this out. But I watched somebody else who's the same way ask you the, roughly the same question, and you act completely different. And I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, I get it. It's that,
It's expectations.
Exactly. Right. You hold a lot more of them for me than some others.
Yeah, correct.
And
but again,
so
that goes with
to see
time.
it. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I see, and I see it so much, and I'm like, it's kind of funny because as a dad now, my little girl is still watching me grow up.
Right. Oh yeah.
Even if I refuse to grow up, right?
Yeah. What kids don't understand as kids is that you're actually your parents who you think are this all-knowing thing, right?
Yeah. Hold on, don't give away too many answers here.
Oh.
All right, we're still parents.
Yeah. But you're just watching them grow up. They don't know what the fuck they're doing, and you don't know that.
They're as much watching you grow up as you are watching them grow up.
Right.
Yeah.
So
and I agree with that.
And it's not till much later in life
that you learn that.
Yeah,
I'm 30 and just figured the shit out.
Well, right, but I can tell you too, as your parents get older, right? When they get older, because now, like for me, with my parents both being retired and in their 70s now.
I gotta pull my shirt down so I can read the comments.
Oh, that's so funny. But now that my parents are in their 70s, the conversations with them aren't like parent-kid conversations anymore. And a lot of times it's almost like the roles have reversed, because there's times when I talk to my parents, I almost talk to them like they're my kids.
Oh, that could be dangerous in my family.
Well, but there comes but this talks to the arc of life, right? It's like the older you get, you start regressing to that, because you have to tell them, like you would tell your kid, no, you can't do that.
Yeah.
What do you mean I can't do that?
You
can't do that.
Yeah, you start here, and then you go up, and you hit your peak, and then you start to come back down to that. No, you can't do that. You can't play on the monkey bars anymore.
Right.
You're 75 years old. You can't play on the monkey bars. They go out and play on the monkey bars, and they get fucking hurt. You're like, okay, see, this is what I'm telling you.
Yeah. No, Dad, you can't change the differential in your truck by yourself.
Exactly. You need help, damn it. Don't fucking, I can fucking get it done. I'll get out there, get your jacket, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And then next thing you know, you get a phone call from Mom, and she's like, I need you to make a 2-hour plane flight, whatever here, because your dad dropped the differential on his fucking head, and we're not sure where we're going.
Right. Yeah. No, that's exactly that.
See, and that for me, it's funny because my dad is the guy who he had the answers, right? My dad was a fairly smart guy, and had he gone to school past high school, my dad probably could have a degree. Technically, he's a journeyman in the HVAC industry, and he grandfathered himself in, knew enough, passed the test, and did he is what it is.
Yeah.
Had he been able to put himself to college and play ball, I bet you my dad could have been a professional ball player. Yeah. Like, he just had the skills to do it, right? You don't realize any of these things until people point these out. And a lot of times it's not until later in life. And the best thing that I have found with my old man is it's like, just let me handle it. I'm 30. I have half the fucking wear and tear on my body that you have on yours, because he's 60, I'm 30.
Right.
So It literally to the point of, Dad, let me take care of it. Like, just back up. I got this. No, I can fucking do it. I know you can fucking do it, but let me fucking do it because your fingers are fucked up enough. Let me fuck my fingers up.
And I can tell you in another 10 years, it's only going to get worse.
Oh, I'm sure. And he'll only get more stubborn.
Uh-huh.
It'll only be more, he'll only fight me more to doing those things.
Yeah, but it'll be a different fight. He'll fight you, but it won't be the fight of, I'm your dad, goddammit.
Right.
You're going to shut up and do, you're just going to understand that I'm still in charge.
Right.
There will be a little more temperament to, no,
yeah.
Dad, you're not doing that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not okay with this, and I'm not going to let you.
Yeah.
Well, no.
Shut her down, bud.
Yeah. A little bit of, yes, at one point in your life, you would have whooped my ass up and down the street, but that is not this point of your life.
Exactly.
So we now are going to do it my way.
Yeah. Yeah. And see, that's to me, to be and here's the other thing too, is there's a lot of kids out there who don't get the opportunity.
Oh, yeah.
Like some do, right?
Yeah.
Or as I have to say this because it's funny, as good old Uncle Joe would say, poor kids are just as privileged as white kids. No, I
don't want to laugh at that, but I can't help it.
Yeah, I know, right? It doesn't matter when it comes down to it. Like, you have to be who you are. You have to all that stuff. Like I said, when we go back to the preaching to our children, they have to be a certain way. I'm fairly open to the fact that my kids can be who they want to be. I don't care. They want to be gay. They want to be whatever. I don't give a shit. If what you do is financially under my responsibility or physically under my responsibility or any of that stuff, no, you will do it the way I tell you to do it because I don't want to pay for the other shit. I don't want to deal with the fucking problems that this could cause, whatever, right? We go back to the earring thing. I don't want to have to ask, did you clean your fucking earring today? You know, to the 5-year-old.
The rule
is like, what? Did I do what?
The rule in my house was, if you can whoop my ass, you can take care of yourself. What's it going to be?
Oh, there you go.
So.
There you go. That's a good one.
Yeah, I figured you'd like that.
That's kind of funny. No, I get down to the point where I don't give a shit. And I'm not going to breed into my children this hatred for other people. It's not how I'm wired. It's not how my wife is wired. It's not how, as parents, we're wired. We can't do that. That's not okay. To us, it's not okay to say, oh, you have to hate this type of person.
No, you should. There's no point in hating people and we all miss underlying, and I've said this before and I'll always go back to it. First and foremost, not one of us asked to be born or to be who we are. Right? We didn't choose how we came into this world. We didn't choose to what family, to what life, to what circumstances.
Yeah.
How are you going to hate people who ultimately
didn't have a choice?
Yeah. You didn't have a choice. You're not here by your choice. Right. You didn't get to go, I want to be born. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe once we die, I figure out that, yes, you did get to go, hey, I want to be born.
Right. You got to select it.
Right. And if that's the case, I'm probably going to be like, no, I'm staying here.
Right.
I don't know where we're at, but I'm staying.
Yeah.
I'm good.
No, I just get to the point where it's like, I think the whole world would be better if everybody was colorblind. But there's still shades.
Oh, there
and
always
it will always be that way.
But what you'll see, I'm not trying to say you bred all the races into where everybody was mixed. We'd have to go years and years, but
we're working on it.
Yeah, but it was all mixed. Then what is it? Ultimately, it turns into classism. Pick a society, it turns into classism. That's where power and wealth, or whatever that is, all of these things actually become less and less about race and more about control and class.
Yeah,
because I don't care what color you are. If you have the right means, it quits being about your color.
Yeah.
And it's
and that's where you come into this big, I hate to go this direction, but the big racism battle of whatever it was, 2020 or whatever, right? Where
Yeah,
everybody was racist, and it was always because you were a different color or a different race or an ethnicity or whatever, right?
and that's not to say racism exists.
I'm not saying it doesn't. If you believe that racism doesn't exist, go watch the round table thing, the red table or whatever the fuck it is that Jada puts on. If you want to tell me that racism doesn't exist, watch that fucking show for 5 fucking minutes. You want to talk about a whole group of racist motherfuckers? There you go. Okay? It doesn't exist like it used to. There isn't one class who's chained up and owned by another, or one race that's still chained and owned and driven.
We may
like
not be
slaves
physically
like
chained, but there is when you get outside of race into classism. Yeah,
when you head into classism, you realize that there are things you don't get that other people do.
Oh yeah.
There are certain words that you cannot say as a male of your stature.
Yeah.
Who you are, there are things that you cannot say. You will be fucking punished by law.
Yeah, true.
Okay? And I deal with this too. But, and I'm not saying that racism wasn't ever a thing or that it doesn't exist. That's not my point. My point is, if you feel like you are being attacked in a racial way, you could be. It's a possibility.
Yeah.
I don't give a flying fuck what color you are.
Yeah.
That to me is, I mean, if you're going to understand racism, you have to understand that it's on both sides of the fucking line.
Well, yeah, it's everywhere. Well, you get to, oh man, think of it in terms of.
Carly also said that she was raised to judge someone off of how they act and not by looks.
Well, yeah,
and I would agree with that.
You should.
Yeah.
But one thing you have to remember, though, as parents or people in general, because kids' brains aren't developed, they will get very focused attention spans. Because one thing I have to do with my older son a lot is, whoa, there's another side to this. Because they'll grab onto the one side because that's what they see around them or what they think is right. Right. Whether it's right or not, it's whoa, slow down. There's another side to this. There's more than just this surface level. Yep, I'm going that way because you're going that way. Nope, stop.
No.
I don't care if it's even your parents. You're not going that way just to go that way. You need to understand, either why you're going that way or understand there's another side. And maybe you have a difference of opinion but you have to look at the other side. You can't just go, nope, I'm headed this way. It's like, no, slow down. And that doesn't mean that you have to be all in or all out on anything, but you have to be willing to hear the other side.
Yeah. Well, I'll put it to you this way. My dad, hard working, blue collar, blue collar class citizen, right?
Working class,
hardcore Chevy guy. Okay. I don't like Chevys at fucking all. And in fact, as far as I'm concerned, the fucking Chevrolet rep who told me to fuck myself can go fuck himself. However, we didn't agree, right? But my dad never took that away from me. My dad never said, you have to like Chevys, right? And I get this is very unimportant situation.
No,
right?
but
this is a very, very mute conversation. There's no issues here. Who gives a flying fuck what you like, whether you like Fords or Dodge or Chevy or whatever, right? I personally like Volkswagens a lot. I like Volkswagens. They're super cool. I get that they're German and all the other stuff, right?
You have to.
Well, hold on. When they start,
hold on. You have to understand. Totally on a surface cover of a book look. When you look at you and you say Volkswagen, you're like, bullshit.
Yeah, no, I would agree with you. But if you ever found an old Volkswagen, it's normally on a farmer's chunk of property. There is a lot of stories about finding an old Volkswagen in a barn somewhere.
No, and I get that. But by first look, you look at you and you go, that dude drives a truck.
Oh, yeah. He drives a big, lifted, loud, angry piece of shit. Fucking probably breaks down all the time. Yeah, I got 3 of them.
Yeah.
But I like Volkswagens, and to
Yeah.
me, that's one of my passions. Is I really love Volkswagens. And
But also, if you dress just right, you could stumble out. Actually, about what you're wearing now, you could still stumble out of a Volkswagen bus and be like, "Hey, dude."
yeah, well, I mean, I could do that just about
Yeah.
close, but
And it would fit. You'd be
Yeah.
like, I get it.
yeah. The thing to me is that my old man never took that away from me. He never tried to breed into me that I had to be that one thing. It also goes with racism. A lot of people look at my old man and they're like, he's a farmer. He's been an AC journeyman for fucking ever and a day. He's hard work, blue collar, redneck, goes fishing.
Yeah.
He doesn't like black people, right? Like that's one of the. It's the same stereotype I get hit with. Like I go to a fucking country concert and everybody's like, "Oh, look at this fucking racist piece of shit." I'm not. I don't give two fucks what color your skin is. Yeah, are there jokes? Yes, there's fucking jokes. Are
Oh,
there
yeah.
jokes about white people? Yeah. You want to hear one? What's the difference between a white man and a snake? One of them's a slippery, greasy, slimy motherfucker, and the other one's a snake.
I like it.
So, yes, are there jokes? Should we all
Yeah.
laugh at them? Yes, but we should still realize that they're still people, and we still have to understand that they're still people. They should be respected as people. It doesn't fucking matter. The thing to me is my parents always gave me, they told me what they thought, but they always gave me the room to believe in what I wanted to believe in. And that's where I feel like we lose out. In today's society, everything is so much you have to focus on what I tell you to focus on. You have to do what I tell you. You have to blah 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 blah,
Yeah.
right? Or there's the other side of it where they don't tell you what they believe and they're just like, "Oh, be free. Think how you want." Blah blah blah. Well, we have laws against a lot of that shit. But you have to be able to free think. And now me telling my child, "Hey, this is what I believe in," but you're free to believe in whatever the fuck you want. Now, at 4 years old, is she gonna fucking realize that? No. But at 16, when she goes, "Dad, what do I do?" And I go, "I don't know. What let me tell you what I would do."
Yeah.
And then you can do what you decide is the right way to go about it. And I'll help you through whatever it is you decide that you want to do.
Yeah.
So, yes, I know he likes Fords and VWs. Yes, I do. I like Fords and VWs. And I'm sure one day, somewhere along down the road, my dad will turn over in his grave about it. But yes, I like Fords and I like VWs.
I like Fords. I quite honestly want an old school white Bronco.
I don't want the OJ Bronco. I want the one prior to that.
No, I like.
You want the OJ Bronco.
I want the OJ Bronco. 100%. One of the biggest things I kicked myself in the ass for was I had an 80, maybe it was a 70, early 80s. I had an early 80s Ford Bronco. Was actually the first vehicle.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Nice.
but I didn't.
My first vehicle was only 6 years older than that, or newer than that.
Well, but in my head, I had something else idealized, and I ended up swapping my uncle only because he was being nice for his Ford F300, his 79 with the Ford 60 in it. I swapped him, and that was a great truck, and I love that truck too.
The ultimate farm pig.
Oh man, I love that truck though.
Uh-huh.
I really did. But once I got like a little bit older, and then once I moved up here, I was like, man, I really wish I never would have gave up on that Bronco.
Uh-huh.
I was like, especially too, because this Bronco had bucket seats in the front.
Yeah.
So it had
Didn't have the bench.
Yeah, didn't have the bench up front. It had bucket seats in the front. It was, and this sounds cheesy, it was all vinyl, right?
Yeah. Well, back then they were.
Had the back seat. It did not have the rear opening door, just the window that goes down, right? The rear window that goes down.
Yep.
But man, I was so bummed that thing had so much room and stuff. It had a 351 in it, or no, it's Ford 350.
Yeah.
It had
the 351.
Okay, so it had the 351 in it.
Right.
Fuck. I really wish I wouldn't have.
So my first vehicle, my dad bought it to actually. So my dad has always had a truck with a camper and a boat, right? So he had a truck bed, camper, and a boat.
Right.
He built. The only reason he bought this vehicle was so it could go up on top of the boat trailer, and we could tow the boat down to the dock without having to undo the camper and all that shit. Right.
Nice. Okay.
Great concept. Problem was, this vehicle did not have the towing capacity to get this fucking thing out of the water when all the tires became wet and everything else, right? 1986 Suzuki Samurai.
Yes.
I fucking loved the Samurai. Yes, that messed up. Hey, Ron, that would be correct, Casey. Fuck that one up. However, the 1986 Suzuki Samurai, I went everywhere in it. Yes, we did almost die in it. We almost died in that thing a couple times.
Yeah.
If you put too big of a passenger in the right hand seat and
Right.
turn the left hand turn too much because it was lifted sitting on 33s, you would flip it over.
Right.
I found this out where you park when you show up here.
Oh, okay.
When I was 15 or 16 and just got my license, I had a buddy of mine with me, Big Dan, and Big Dan was 300 pounds. Well, Big Dan in the passenger seat of this Suzuki Samurai, and me being impatient and ripping a corner at a little too fast, we set it on its side.
Oh shit.
So we got out of the driver's side. Between me and Dan, we both picked it back up. Now, we were both in fairly decent shape.
Yeah.
Even him being 300 pounds, we both played football and went to the weight room twice a day. And, we were pretty stout kids. Oh, we picked it back up onto its wheels and pulled it in the driveway. And then following 2-3 weeks, I did a shit ton of body work on it, repainted it, everything else. If I could have one vehicle that I have had in the past back, it would be that Samurai. I don't know why. It was fun. It was compact. It would go any fucking place I wanted to take it. It was a great fucking vehicle.
No, those things will go anywhere.
Oh, yeah. And it was just great. I mean, it almost killed me multiple times. It's just one of those things.
They're damn near indestructible. Too.
Oh, yeah. And that again too. It was funny because we would put it up on top of the boat trailer, hook it up behind the fucking truck, and away we go. Actually, I think it was first when he owned the motorhome.
Oh,
and
okay.
So we unhooked the boat, moved the motorhome, pulled the thing off the fucking trailer, get it all down to the boat ramp, launch it. Dad's like, this is sweet, right?
Right.
Since I drove it on a daily basis, I was the one, and of course, why let the kid drive the fucking $30,000 bass boat when you can let the kid drive the fucking $5,000 Suzuki Samurai?
I don't blame him one bit. I'd do the same thing too.
Right. Plus, I had to walk clear up to the fucking vehicle and drive it back down to the boat ramp and put the boat or the trailer in the water. He loads the boat. I start to pull forward, and everything went backwards.
Oh, that's hilarious.
He immediately refires the engine on the boat, puts the throttle on it. I stomp the clutch to the floor, drop it in 4-wheel drive, put it in first gear, let out on the clutch, stand on the throttle, and we finally got it going up the ramp. From then on, we decided that was a poor idea.
That's funny.
We about cost the old man about $40,000 that day.
Ooh, that's rough.
But we kind of got a system down with it. I mean, it was just the trailer was too heavy. Once the tires got wet, you couldn't catch no traction. It didn't have the oomph that it needed to pull the boat out of the water with all the excess shit on the frame of the trailer.
Right.
Now, the biggest issue that posed there is the trailer looks like this. Okay?
Yeah.
And the boat comes into the trailer like this. And you start pulling it out, everything's fine. But when it starts going down, the trailer goes down, but the boat stays on top of the water. So now you have this framework headed for the top side of the boat. At this point, my dad goes, oh shit, whoa, fires the engine and puts the throttle on to push the trailer and shit out of the water. Now, once we got past that, he kills the engine. I'm still in the throttle in the Suzuki trying to get everything to go up the hill.
Right.
Finally make it up far enough where we're on dry pavement and the water has come off of the tires enough to where now we're just chugging along. We get back to the boat or back to the motorhome and Dad reamed me. What the fuck were you doing? God damn it, blah blah blah, you know. And my mom walks out and she goes, "Hey, whose fucking bright idea was it to make the trailer another 1,500 pounds heavier?" My dad stopped in the middle of chewing my ass and looked at me and goes, "Well, I think maybe we ought to come up with a different solution."
I love it.
And yes, I would have fixed the speedometer.
That's hilarious. Well, I got some good news.
Huh.
Eric is on his way.
Oh, buddy,
Yes.
the good old legendary Redbeard.
He is wrapped up, and he said, if you have not started the second episode yet, and I said, we have not, head this way.
Yeah,
And
buddy.
he said, on my way. So with that, I'm going to say, let's recap last week's Would You Rather.
Okay.
That way we can wrap this one up. And
Ooh, we need to find a good Am I the Asshole?
I've got one, I
Okay,
think.
perfect.
So I've got one up here. So we'll give Eric a try with that one next.
Nice.
But so last week's Would You Rather was, would you rather always have a mullet haircut or a ponytail haircut? Now, Corbin White said, you tell us. And I'm sorry, Corbin, that's not how this works.
Yeah, you have been disqualified because that is not an answer.
Jason,
Not only that, but your name still has not been changed to the interstate guy. Therefore,
Correct.
no.
until you are solely the interstate guy, we cannot take you seriously. Now,
We have a trash can here, Carly. Don't worry, I'll be fine.
Jason Teely says, I will shave and shine before I wear either of those.
Yeah.
And then your wife says,
I'm really surprised that she didn't do like a big old dig at me on this one. Because if you go back to our, like we were talking about this earlier, the amount of hair and shit that I had going on, beard and hair wise.
it was a little intense. She says, is a long mullet a thing? Almost like a shag out? Fair enough.
Are those the only three we got?
Well,
I know those were the three we got on the regular page.
I have not hit the community page yet. So, I don't know. We haven't gotten much on the community page of late.
I know.
And again, it's hard to be social media masters, which we are not.
I'm telling you, man, we're going to have to do the podcast in bikinis. That's just what it's going to come down to.
Yeah, grass skirts and coconut bras.
Yep.
So no, nobody responded to that one, but we did at least get 3. Okay. So where do you stand?
I'm not biased on this, but I have to give it to the wife.
Okay.
I think she had the best one there.
No, that was a good answer. I like it.
Even though she didn't like put some big dig on me, but Carly, it was. Would you read it again for me?
It says, would you rather always have a mullet haircut or a ponytail haircut?
Would you always rather have a mullet haircut or a ponytail haircut? And I would tell you that I would. Oh man, I don't know. I would probably rather have a ponytail haircut than a mullet.
Really?
I did the mullet thing to make fun of the mullet generation now.
Yeah.
And even though I was a sexy beach.
Oh, here we go. Somebody tooting their own.
Oh yeah, dude! I put my picture on my computer screen just to make people uncomfortable behind the counter.
Yes, you did.
And I believe. Oh, I still have to send it to Callie so she can put it on the website.
Yes,
but I hated it. 100% hated the mullet. Because it literally, like, you can't evenly comb things. It doesn't work.
Right.
And I was stuck with this haircut
for like
2 weeks before finally I'd had so much, like I had enough of it that I bitched and cried and whined enough that my wife finally cut it all off. Right. Mm-hmm. Fucking hated it. The sides of your head were colder when the back of your head was hot, and the top. It was just, there was a temperature difference that I couldn't fucking get with, and you you would like go to move hair out of your eyes or whatever, and it just would fall immediately back in because there was no other hair to hold it back, and it just I would have to say long term wise, like if I had to do it, I'm going ponytail over mullet.
I now dub thee the man bun bitch.
Yeah. I would never man bun.
But if
never.
you've got the ponytail, the man bun's coming.
No.
Yep.
Fuck that.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Have you seen the guys that do the librarian bun?
No, I have not actually.
I fucking despise this with a passion.
Yeah,
I feel like that guy should wear an A-line.
Yeah, I wouldn't like that either. So
Jason's calling me out.
So,
because to
Jessica
be honest
says,
with you, I would rather be the bearded bald guy. That's
I get it. Jessica says, "The fuck is a ponytail haircut? Like just throwing your hair in a ponytail?
Like just growing it all out."
But you always have to wear it in a ponytail.
Do you?
Well, that would be a ponytail haircut. Or no!
But I feel like you could lay down. You'd be
no. I just realized what a ponytail haircut is.
Oh,
your whole head is shaved except for the
mullet. I'm going mullet. I'm going mullet. Fuck that. I can't do it.
That's the ponytail haircut. The whole shaved head except for the wall.
Actually, you know what? The one that I was okay with was the long on top, but nothing on the sides and back.
Yeah,
I could do it. You know, that like 1950s fucking rockabilly style.
I get that.
That was fine. But no, if we're shaving everything but the ponytail, I'm out.
Yes, that's the ponytail
I'm
haircut.
out like Mike Trout. I'm gone.
Now you are now back to... I can't believe it took me a whole week in that comment to realize what a fucking ponytail haircut was.
Oh my God, I was just thinking you grow all your hair out and put it in a ponytail.
You know what I was thinking of? This is a Mortal Kombat character. The dude, like, because it's a little more...
Which one is that?
I don't know the name, but it's a lot more... That ponytail style is more common in Asian
culture.
Yeah,
where they shave the sides and then they have the ponytail right out the back of their head. Yeah.
Yeah, and he'd whip it around and could do like badass things with it. But it's a video game. I get it. I mean,
you could final move somebody with that shit.
But I'm thinking now that I realize that
going mullet, I'm now mullet.
I am. I'm going ponytail.
Are you?
Yeah, because
it would be weird to see you with no hair and a ponytail.
I would be the scariest motherfucker alive.
I don't know about that, but
no, it would be scary. Admit it.
You need a face tat at some point in time. You would need a face tat.
I could do that. I would do tears. I would do the tears.
Do the lightning bolt on one side, tears on the other. Black Widow on your forehead. I could see that. I could see that. But that is a whole nother level of I know that fucking guy. Get him over here. Get him hammered. Let's go. I don't have time for this.
Yeah, no, it's aggressive. That's aggressive. No, I couldn't do mullet though. I don't like the long hair in the back. I don't like I've grown.
What do you think a ponytail is gonna do?
Yeah, but if everything's shaved around it and I've got just this one long thing.
This one long thing that's gonna dangle down and tickle your shoulders all the time?
It's not the tickle and shoulders. I don't like the...
Oh my God, it'd be hilarious the first time you caught it in your belt.
Oh, I'd be pissed.
Pulled up your pants and put your fucking belt on and you went to turn your head and you're like, ah!
I'm going ponytail.
All right, well, I'm still going mullet.
All right, fair enough. I still think because I could handle the rest of my head being completely bald. That would feel so much nicer.
You know, if the fucking Dallas Cowboys win the Super Bowl this year, I am not gonna lie, I can't wait to see you bald.
Well, it ain't gonna happen. So.
I know.
But I couldn't tell that to Van Der Esch when he was there.
I know, right?
To say something and be like, "Hey, me and this guy. So, come on now. I'm gonna need you to do me a solid here.
Yeah, here you go.
I need you to do me a solid here, Leighton, and you may have to lay down a little bit late. I'm just saying.
If you're in the Super Bowl, I'm gonna need you to trip.
Who's your parts guy? Who's your parts guy? I'm just saying, what's going to be a longer relationship here?
Yeah.
So, anyway, I'm going to say that's going to wrap us up because we are being awkwardly stared at by a red-bearded gentleman.
by the legendary Redbeard.
Jessica says, I do ponytail haircut then. It would give me a level of crazy that would make people wary of talking to me. See, that's what I'm saying. The mullet, you just be like, people will be like, oh yeah, look at the mullet.
Yeah,
The
they look at me
ponytail?
and be like, oh, I bet you that guy is fun.
Yeah, but you can do the mullet. You specifically can pull the mullet off.
Yeah, no, I agree. I've done it.
I
I did get compliments, but to me it was like I can't handle this anymore.
I don't think I can pull the mullet off. Like, I don't think it works for me. So
you would be the mullet of mullets. You would be the silverback mullet.
The silverback mullet.
the silver foxtail.
Oh my god.
Either which direction, I think you're okay.
Yeah, probably. But I think I'm sticking along the line of crazy. The one where they're just like, what the fuck?
And you just turn long ancient brother. And you do like a ninja pose. Start doing some taekwondo. People would be like, oh my fucking god.
It would be my new sex move. I'd whip it around the neck and pull like the reins.
Come with it.
Well, yeah, but you wouldn't have to use your hands, right? So it's from behind and you've got locked onto their hips, right? So you can still smack and choke at the same. I mean, I'm telling you.
All right.
He's like, wrap it up. This is done.
You've gone too far.
You
have put this into a scenario that is not okay.
You're like, I can't get the image out of my head. Now I got some weird minotaur looking thing in my head.
The mustache where it started at the ends and only grew out the mustache and the skull or the soul patch, right?
And it gets really, really long.
Mr. Miyagi it.
Wax on.
Oh, you wax on, wax off.
All right. Now that we've got the racist comments in, it's time to shut her down. But as always, we appreciate
her down,
everybody. We will be back up and running for another episode here in probably 10-15 minutes. So Jessica, come back and you can watch the red-bearded pirate who has eluded you for a few weeks. So, and you can put the screws to him. And I want, actually, if you can do me a favor and ask the weirdest, most awkward and uncomfortable questions so we can ask Eric.
Bad stuff.
Please do. We are all in for this.
The look on his face is like, oh, you motherfucker.
Well, we may have to cut him off before the door. What's Cannon doing? So, anyway, as always, hit us up on our social medias, DM us, email us, you name it. We should actually be within, hopefully,
couple of days of a website.
Days to less than a week of a website, which would be pretty badass. So anyway, we appreciate all of you. Please join in and continue to support and join the Dysfunction. We love you all. And again, we want as much interaction as possible. So as always, we appreciate you. And good night.